CNETv, the first and leading 24/7 live broadcasting blockchain, cryptocurrency, and fintech TV application. On our mobile app, you have access to our latest news updates ranging from esports, fintech, iGaming, blockchain, cryptocurrency, and artificial intelligence. We bring to you interviews, analyses, cryptocurrencies, market reviews, and live events. Download our app today from your iOS or Google Play Store or on our website at CNETv.io. CNETv, objectivity is our watchword.
Hello, welcome to yet another episode of CNETv Weekly Blockchain, Cryptocurrency, and Fintech Panel Discussion, a program where we discuss interesting things happening around the blockchain and cryptocurrency ecosystem. We come up with different topics and we analyze how the blockchain, crypto, and fintech ecosystem is faring. So it's a beautiful program. So that comes up every Wednesday by 12:15 p.m. West African time, right here on CNETv. So today we'll be looking at crypto market manipulation. What should be done? We know what is really happening in crypto space. A lot of things are happening. The manipulations are pump and dump. So let's see some of the remedies that will be taking, some of the steps to bringing the rate of all these activities down, if not covering them totally. So today I have an amazing guest who have joined us to discuss about this topic. I have with me Dr. Sindhu Bhaskar, Chairman and Founder, EST Global Incorporation. Sindhu, you're welcome to CNETv.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
It's our pleasure. Yeah, it's our pleasure. So joining him is Lakshay Taneja, who is Strategy and Partnership Manager, Birthvenue. You are welcome, Taneja.
Thanks. It's my pleasure to be here.
You are welcome. It's our pleasure to having you. So I'm your moderator for this show, Liu Chama Heri. So I'll be piloting the activities for this discussion. So remember, this program is proudly sponsored by Horde Community and Coin News Extra. So for sponsorship inquiries, please reach out to cnetv.io@gmail.com. So we'll go for a short break. When we return, we dive into the discussion proper.
CNETv, the first and leading 24/7 live broadcasting blockchain, cryptocurrency, and fintech TV application. On our mobile app, you have access to our latest news updates ranging from esports, fintech, iGaming, blockchain, cryptocurrency, and artificial intelligence. We bring to you interviews, analyses, cryptocurrencies, market reviews, and live events. Download our app today from your iOS or Google Play Store or on our website at CNETv.io. CNETv, objectivity is our watchword.
Welcome back to the show. So do well to drop your comment for our audience. You know, you can drop your comment inside the CNETv app. So if you have questions or comment about the program, drop it for our guests. When we get to the time, we'll be taking those questions. And also, you know, you can follow us across all our social media handles at CNETv1 on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. And also you can download CNETv app on any Play Stores, iOS or Android. Or you go straight to our website at cnetv.io. Let's go straight to our question of the day. We are talking about crypto market manipulations. What should be done? So let's look at what's currently the state of cryptocurrency. Let me hear from you, Taneja. What's currently the state of cryptocurrency? What state are we now?
We are right now in an evolution stage, I say, because still we are evolving. We are seeing how we can get better in this trading system. It will take time, but as the government of India and various other government are coming together and making it a habit for the people to trade, they are loving it. But there are still some rules and regulation that the government would like the people to follow and exchanges to follow. So yes, there is an evolution, and it is a good one, and we are going to see a better and better stages coming forward.
Interesting. Let me hear from Dr. Sindhu. How is the trading and participation in crypto currently going? How do you see participation by the public and even institutional bodies?
Well, you are representing hodl community, so I should not go against them while giving my opinion. This is my first expression. No, basically, see, the crypto market is in a very, very big flux, I should say. And both sides are there, good as well as bad. But what I see basically that the evils which we were trying to counter with the 2008, after the failure of banks and the rise of crypto evolution and revolution, I should say, those same evils of the earlier financial system has crept in the crypto world also. So now you are talking of crypto manipulations, manipulations of market, whales, all those are all stock words and stock terms which we have been facing, and we revolted against that, and then we brought crypto, and we are facing the same thing. So it is virtually movement of the same ills of the financial system, which was in 2008, now in 2020, 2021. Now, why that is happening? Because who are the main players? We are the main players. So who needs to be corrected? We need to be corrected. If we don't have that frame of mind to make corrections and have proper system in place, we can always exploit the market for personal benefit. And that is what is happening. Because now crypto has become the tool for personal profiteering. That is one section of community. The second section of community, because of the decentralized platform and open platform, there are a lot of innovations happening even in crypto world. So fully we cannot disregard the rise of crypto, but at the same time we have to keep them under leash. And moreover, the last point is we cannot fight the might of the state, because state is representing the interest of all their citizens. So if we say that only the decentralized crypto should rule, and the government should become decentralized and they should allow everything which is moving in crypto world, it will not happen, because there are so many things which a country head and a national head and the politics of the country has to decide. It is the currency sovereignty, it is the country sovereignty, their say position in the market, local economy, international economy. So all those things are cannot be just decided on the basis of slogan of cryptocurrency of decentralization, and cryptocurrency should be the main basis of economy and they are real worthy things, else everything is wrong, and government should accept everything. That will not happen. So we have to tone down our rhetoric. We have to see the logic and then move in a proper manner, so that it does not create the dislocation and the big disconnect with the political class.
Yeah, interesting to hear that. Still with you, Dr. Sindhu. We see some of the, when you come to cryptocurrency exchanges, you see a particular crypto going up, all of a sudden it comes down, which is called pump and dump. You see some group of individuals they come together to plan this and manipulate a particular cryptocurrency, and the price goes down, they make profit, and they allow it to come back even below what it was before they started the pumping. And we know this is a very bad one for the industry. How do you think this kind of situation can be handled?
See, if you remember the movie Wolf of Wall Street, in which the stock market, how it was manipulated and the pump and dump situation was there. If you remember that movie and see what was happening earlier, we see the same thing happening now. So basically what was there in equity market has been now brought to crypto market. Why? Because wherever there will be exchange, there will be trading, there will be inclination to have maximization of profit and garnering and keeping all the profit to yourself. And that is why those who are hodlers, those who are the biggest, say, collectors of crypto, and all those like Bitcoin and Dogecoin and Ethereum, we have seen how they are influencing the market because they have big followers. They say something, the market crashes. They try to create a situation by which the market can recuperate. Then again, the market improves. But it is all being guided by their personal interest and personal agenda. Whether people accept it or not, that is what is happening. And since it is a gray area in the sense all the countries have not formulated rules and regulations for crypto market, crypto exchange, so people have that benefit and they are using that gray area to make personal profits for themselves and not follow properly all the AML, KYC system and regulations set up by the market. If you see what is happening in China, China extracted all the benefits of the development of crypto, and now they are banishing and they are destroying all the crypto movement in China because government digital currency has to survive. So again, it is the politics of the country which is deciding the crypto market and crypto movement. What is happening in India? They will not allow cryptocurrency because we have FERA rules, we have FEMA rules, which is like foreign exchange, this management regulations. Now with exchange, what is happening? When exchanges are getting attacked, you are doing peer-to-peer transaction. Now, peer-to-peer transactions, peer can be in any other country. So, what is happening? There is flight of capital from one country to another country, and the local regulations by which government was controlling the movement of currency, movement of money, that is totally being disregarded. That is why in India, government of India is totally against crypto exchanges and all. You can see, forget about India also. You can see even, let us talk about Nigeria. What is happening? Crypto is banned. And only what is flourishing? Peer-to-peer trade. So when peer-to-peer trade is flourishing, why? Because there is no proper regulation. There is no proper fertile ground for crypto to survive. So all these gray areas will keep on emerging and there will be total chaos. And that is what we are facing in the crypto market. And pump and dump is one typical scenario wherein peer-to-peer transactions and other exchange situations, who are big hodlers and who are whales, they will try to manipulate the market for their personal benefit.
Interesting. We know how this is really affecting the crypto market very negatively. Still on the pump and dump, let me hear from Taneja. Taneja, what are some of the roles you think crypto exchange platform can play to curb these kind of activities?
The first I will think is education, because whenever you bring a new technology, you require education. Uh, it does not happen, and internet emerges overnight. Internet has taken some time to become to the Facebook and WhatsApp that we use today. Same will happen with the blockchain. It will take time, but it will take less time because of the advancement and the rules and regulation today generation has. And again, the sir has said that about it will it's not very great in this. Obviously, we have to see what is the use case of that. First, the crypto, whether we are seeing as a currency or we are seeing as a investment schemes. If we are seeing as an investment tool like stock market, then that can work. But if we are seeing as a currency, that the government and the exchange has to come together and see how this can be done, because there is some rules and regulation that country requires you to follow, and you need to be followed. Okay, and every country has different rules and regulation, and that's I think that will change the scenario. And in coming time, uh, there will be many country who will be opening their arms for the crypto. And if some countries do not open, they will definitely, because they will fall behind seeing the other countries. Same like AI, every country is not in favor of AI in starting. They are like saying that it is dangerous, is something, and now every country is going with AI. Same will happen with blockchain and the crypto. So it is a matter of time. Just wait for it and see what is happening with the government and go with the flow of the market.
Okay, interesting. Let's look at crypto market manipulation proper. That's what we are looking at. Let's see from here. We see manipulation from whales and influencers. We see some influential people and whales who have a good number of Bitcoin or other cryptocurrencies. They tend to manipulate the cryptocurrency market. What do you think should be done to work on this? Still with you, Taneja.
Uh, yeah, the already there is going on. The crypto is maturing enough. Now, if you see, there is one news on some channel about Elon Musk. Every time Elon Musk speaks, it does not mean every time the Bitcoin and Dogecoin will go up. Sometimes the market take it. Sometimes market does not take it. Now market is understanding the behavior of the person. If a person uh, again and again saying the same thing and he wants to put up the coin above, the people will understand it. Okay, and the people will not buy for that level. So the market is getting mature, it's getting better, is understanding the talks. And as more and more people are getting education about the crypto and news and seeing the news of crypto, they are getting mature. Now they invest particularly in right share in the right time. Like same with stock market. In stock market you have to teach them a lot, and now they are a very good investors. The same with crypto. They require some teaching, they require some guidance, but yeah, they can trade. There is no problem that you cannot trade. And the influencer problem is in stock market also. There is in Reliance money in India, and whenever he says something, the market of Reliance go up and down. But there's some hold of because of crypto of stock market that cannot be done in crypto. But when with the maturity of the market, with the maturity of the things and the people understanding the crypto, this problem will be solved, and I don't think it is a major problem. Yeah, there will be some influence, because at the end, a big player is a big player. You cannot remove him from the industry.
Interesting. Every player is a big player. Dr. Sindhu, let me hear from you. Knowing very well you are the chairman and founder EST Global. So what are some of the contributions you're making in the ecosystem, making it a better place to be?
May I take your permission to say something on your previous question to Taneja?
Okay, go ahead. Please go ahead.
On the market manipulators. See, if you see the history of this cryptocurrency, initially you had four big people like Winklevoss twins, Michael Saylor, Tim Draper, Matthew Rosworth. So these were the biggest people and they were the biggest influencers. What happened with expansion of crypto market? New market movers have come, in which the biggest name is of Mr. Elon Musk. Now, how he was manipulating the market? Because he had to adjust the balances of his financials in Tesla, which had losses. He moved the market to settle that. First, he said, okay, Bitcoin can be used for buying Tesla. So Bitcoin shifted there, price moved up, and then when he settled it, he said, "Oh no, but Bitcoin is not the only currency. So there can be other things also." Again, market came down. Then he said, "Okay, I see there are certain problems with Bitcoin." It came further down. Then you saw there was meeting of Michael Saylor and Mr. Musk. So again, these hodlers, these big whales, they are on top, knowing each other, and they are joining hands to manipulate the market. Because see, like Bitcoin, let us take the example of Bitcoin. It is you have uh, fixed number of Bitcoin, right? And how you are increasing the numbers by sharding and all that. So you have to have that control to become the real hodler and become the real whale. So it is few bitcoins are being chased by so many people. So that is why it will keep on happening, and the whales will always be there. Now, why whales are there? Because in crypto, the insider trading rules and regulations have not been created. Even if you see the US is against all those things. They are very particular about rules and regulations. But even you will see, Securities Exchange Commission has not created any rules for insider trading in crypto, whereas in stocks they have it. So these are the legal lacuna and loopholes which are creating such situation. And countries are say the heads, political heads, they are not that quite effective to deal with that, because democracy and rule of the law, so they things get dragged. But see how in China, that is autocratic democracy, I should call it. I don't want to go into political scenarios, but it is a different political setup. So they could crush everything overnight. Situation changed overnight. Alibaba is out. Overnight, Tencent is getting destroyed. So that movement of the government will demolish any whale and any regulate any market. That will not be a problem. And of course, education and all is there. But if you don't have the orientation of benevolence, if you are only catering to your personal profiteering, how can you? How can education change it? It cannot change it. How many crypto has gone to the rural countryside? Give me one example. There is no such evidence. We talk of all those things, but uh, we are not going there. Everything is still elitist, which was being denounced earlier. So it is a very traumatic situation and very complex situation, and we have all of us have to sit together and try to put a leash on our personal ambitions as well as political ambitions. So all have to come together, sit together, and decide the course for crypto, because nothing is bad. Every technology is evolving, and evolving technology has to be respected.
Okay, nice one from you. Can you go ahead to telling us your contribution? So,
Oh, yeah. So let me go to the second main question about the ecosystem. I am basically creating the digital banking system in which we are focused to financial inclusion and social development. Now, in that, I have created a new paradigm of development, in the sense that we had enough of the trickle down theory and reform from above. So my basic platform is moving from below. So it's reform from below, wherein we are trying to move the lowest layer to move up, so that we can expand the middle class community, because middle class community is the real carrier of development in any country, because more middle class, more purchasing power, more production, more industrialization, so that is how more money supply and all that, so that's how development takes place. So we are into that, and hopefully next month our neobank should get launched. I am delaying everything because of COVID, because I don't want to jump into COVID scenario and have personal profiteering. That's why I'm dead against that. And in Africa, I'm working with the EcoBank. I'm the digital banking partner. I'm also international partner for All Africa Union for Free Trade. I'm launching my super agriculture app in Ghana, which has supply chain management system, everything on blockchain, and we are trying to connect local buyers with international buyers, everything on blockchain. And since banking is the real say, instrument for development, agency for development. So that's why my banking is geared towards development, and that's the flagship of my platform. And in that, I have presently we have about 16 officers, and we have 18 startups which are part of my platform. So I've created a huge ecosystem. My ecosystem players and members are available in all part of globe. So scaling is very easy for me. And we have various markets: Asian market, Latin American market, African market to go. And it's only financial inclusion and development which is my agenda. Even in microcredit, I am not going in for profit yielding, but I am trying to fix the interest rate at 14%, which no other microcredit agencies has tried to do till now, because they are all using their personal money for creation of profit for themselves. That is what we call yield, yield cultivation. No? So all these things are the position of my platform, and this is what I'm trying to do, and this is my ecosystem.
Interesting to know what you are doing there, and also implementing blockchain across all your activities is a very nice one. Before I give the mic to Taneja, I would like to let our viewers know that they can drop their questions, because after him, I'll be picking some questions, if any, inside the comment section. So our viewers, please, if you have questions for our dear panelists, you can drop it on the comment section, so we'll be able to take it after I finish sharing from Taneja. Taneja, let me know briefly, how are you making impact in the ecosystem?
Going in a very wide variety. The first is we are a blockchain application development company. We also make application for other companies, like we have a customer named Origo with us, which is into agri-trade finance. We have won the R3 Coda Challenge winner of previous year. We are targeting now the banks, how we can get the trade finance to them. The other area that we are targeting is the education, because in India there is a great sector of jobs which are going to come in blockchain. Whether it is a blockchain, whether crypto, whether digital marketing, there are numerous ways that you can get a job, and you can start your own business very easy in blockchain. So that's what we are bringing. That's the second area. Now, third area is observing. We also have a NFT testnet marketplace, which is not original marketplace, but it is a testnet. So it is like you can go and practice there. You can check out whether your NFT is popular or not, or whether you are a good artist to go in the original NFT marketplace and sell it. Because original NFT marketplace will take your original ether as a gas fee. We are not using original ether. There is a fake ether. You can check it out. It is a virtual currency. You can go, you can create NFT, and after that you can check out whether your NFT is loved by the people or not. If they are loved by the people, then you can go on to the mainnet. Otherwise, you can do again and again practice on testnet and get improved on that. That's our third area. Fourth area that we are targeting is the crypto industry. So in crypto, we have two parts. First, we are bringing a token rating tool, which is already with us, which will help the person, general audience or the professionals, to understand which currency is better. There are 15 parameters on which we have taken that token rating tool, and it has been published in international journal for that. And we are also bringing a crypto, opening a crypto exchange in the future. That's our plan. When we will do that, that's not a we have decided, but that's our future plan, that we are going to get into crypto. And blockchain education and the application will always be there, because we want to bring blockchain in India, but we also want to bring crypto with it, because crypto is an area that is going to touch every life, I think, in the future. And blockchain is an area that is going to touch every industry in the future. So that's where we want to target. We want to target industry as well as the persons.
Thank you very much for that. A very interesting one that you are doing there. So in case you're just joining us, this is CNETv, our panel discussion, and we are talking about crypto market manipulation, what should be done. And we have our amazing guests who have been joining us to do justice to this particular topic. Right about now, we'll be taking some questions from our audience. But before that, we'll go for a very short break. When we return, I will take the questions. We'll be right back. To the show, it's still CNETv Panel Discussion. So now we'll be taking questions from our audience. Let me, number one here from Ada and also, as an investor, how can I protect myself or investment against manipulations? I guess one of the our panelists have really said something about that, but I would like to let them put in more there. So any of you can contribute to that.
Yeah, what I will say that you have to be very, very watchful, keep studying the market, and if you are making investments, you have to make all the right decisions there. Make on the analytics on your on the different cryptos wherein you are trying to invest, and see in which way it is moving in the market. And if you are trying to, if you have that uncanny sense, and if you can read through or say pierce through all the movements, you can also decide which new crypto is going to hit the bullseye, and then you can make the investment like you do in stocks. And lastly, what I will say that even whales, when they try to move the market, there are certain steps and stages in which the market moves. That how they try to create the situation for pump and then dump. So you have to be very watchful. And since crypto is a nascent market, it is still developing. So you have to be all the more watchful with your investments. You cannot just put in money and think that okay, it is going to become a big amount for me and I will become a millionaire or billionaire very shortly.
Yeah, that's a very good one, because that's what some persons have in mind when they are getting into the ecosystems. So another question from someone: are the government the best people to control the market or miners? So I don't know, maybe this person is quite new into the ecosystem. So the person is asking Mary Jane.
Exactly. There cannot be any other agency, because see, the role of government is to create order in society. Otherwise, if we go every individual, like individualistic approach, then we will start fighting. So, what is the role of the government? It is to create some sort of societal norm and make them applicable to all, so that personal ambitions are put under control. So, in the same way, when we have rules and regulations, they are the embodiment of that collective will, collective wisdom. Let us try to follow it, because it has to ultimately go for the benefit of the people. And if it is not serving its purpose, we can always go for its modification and amendment.
Interesting. Because of our time, I will not be taking further questions from the audience. I'll one more concluding question from me here. We draw the curtain. Remedies for crypto market manipulations. Do you think we need some sort of regulations here? Let me start with you, Hindi, Dr. Hindi. Dr. Sindhu.
Okay. Well, I think you should give a chance to our other participant first, because he's trying to develop a crypto exchange. So let us first hear from him, then I will say something.
Okay, let's hear from you. He said he wants to hear from you, Taneja.
Yeah, so the first question that you asked from the audience, I want to answer that. Is first is that crypto education is required. We need to make people educate, and people need to follow the news every day. They need to, the same way they check out the stock market news, they need to check out the share market news. Another question you asked me about, can you repeat the question, because I don't get it exactly?
The one I just asked, remedies for crypto market manipulation. Do you think we need some sort of regulations here? You know, some people are advocating for that.
Yeah, there always be debate. It is a great one, because when we go for regulation, there are some people who will debate it, some people who will favor it. Obviously, the government are in favor, because the government always want to put regulation on the systems, They do not want to have unregulated thing in the system, and they are right on their path. But when we see with the crypto industry emerged because of regulation. There was a regulation of 2008. Okay, what happened? Bank crashed. There was a financial problem that we have seen in the industry coming. Okay, that's when the Bitcoin came in the people. The Bitcoin came in 2008. When it came, the reason of the emergence was because of the regulation, that we have seen the regulation is not working up to the mark. So when we need some change, we need to bring it, but we need to follow the guidance of the government. That is correct. That if we go against the government, we are not allowed in that country. We have to accept that. Uh, we are hit back as an industry, okay, but we will come forward with a better norms, with a better policy, and with a better way of doing the business. Okay, that's the spirit that everyone in the crypto industry has right now. Yeah, there will be some players like you can say big players or some big companies which will go down. Every market that happens in stock market also, there were some players who go down after the frauds in the insider trading, and there are some other frauds that happen in stock market. There were some players who has gone down, but it does not mean that stock market is banned. It's allowed in India. Everybody is doing stock marketing. So why we not allow crypto as an investment? Because if somebody is earning money, if somebody is getting interest, and even government wants the currency to flow in the market. If you go in India, the bank interest rate is not very good. So Indian government also want that money should get in the market, should serve its purpose. Should either the people should invest in stock market, or they should do their business or something. But they know should keep their money ideally in a bank, like a sit money. Okay, so people are investing in crypto. We have seen there is a sudden spike, especially from India, where after COVID, because now people are working from homes, they are watching news, they are seeing every news article, they are understanding crypto, and even they are learning crypto. If you see, there are so many courses in crypto that has been sold in the 6 months. Okay, so they are learning also. So there will be a lot of change, and it is a matter of time, but everything will get clear. Regulations will come, but not fully regulation will be there. There will be some partial regulation and some unregulation also will be there.
Thank you very much for that. Let me hear from you, Doctor. Let me hear from you, Dr. Sindhu.
So my first thing will be that all the regulations talk and all that is very correct. But first of all, we have to have harmonization of the whole system. So the crypto industry should get harmonized with our norms, political norms, societal norms, investment norms, everything. Now, what are those norms? For that, you have to have legislation so that we can regulate the market, and there should not be unbridled running amok for personal profiteering. So even if there is ICO, fine, because we have seen ICOs, IEOs, we are experimenting with all those things. So after experimentation, we should have enough data right now to start some sort of initial legislation to give certain direction to the whole market, because digitization is going to stay, digitized economy is going to stay. But yes, since country and governments are coming out with CBDCs, they don't want other cryptocurrencies to flourish. So now that has to harmonize with the people's ambition of cryptocurrency, which is showing their freedom of expression, freedom of investments. So that should not be crushed, but it should be harmonized with real regulation in the land. So that is what I feel, that there has to be a healing touch and harmonization.
Taneja, do you want to say something?
Yeah, I want to say about ICO and IO. They are a great concept, because you think we cannot launch an IPO for every startup. Okay, every startup is not going to launch an IPO and raise money from the public. So how, as a startup, when you have a startup which is not understandable, or the model of the business is not understood by the investor, what will you do then? You're not going to invest your own money every time. You need money from either the public or the foreign investors. The best way to get that is right now IEO or ICO. Okay, so whether we think that there are some drawbacks in the crypto industry, and there will always be some drawbacks, because this is an emerging industry. Okay, with time coming, it will get settled. But we have to accept that ICO and IO has opened a new era of fundraising, and is emerging and is making more and more startups come in the world. We are seeing that today the derive, which is a decentralized taxi, decentralized cab, is coming in India. Okay, we have only seen Ola, Uber, but now we have a third cab which is working on a decentralized platform. There are some other platforms also which are on agriculture, supply chain. They are coming in India. So how they come in? ICO, IEO. Investors are not there. The investors are there, but they are investing in ICO, IEO. They are not investing directly in the company. So now investors also understand that okay, this is a way of future. Let's let them go public, see what the public's reaction is, and then we will invest. We are not going to invest to direct away. Okay, and the same problem comes when you have a multiple vertical business like we have. Okay, the multiple vertical business is not understand by the investor very easily, because investor want to see you on one vertical or doing or focusing on only the one vertical. When it comes to multiple vertical, they get confused sometimes, and that's a general problem because they are a person, they cannot understand everything you tell them. Okay, so that's where the IPO you cannot do it. The only solution you have is ICO and IEO. So yeah, that's an emerging thing, that ICO and IEO, if crypto industry go with
Sorry,
ICO and IEO.
sorry, Taneja, I have to cut it short because of our time. We have spent our time for the show, and I really thank you guys, you gentlemen, for joining us today on the show. I thank you so much, Dr. Sindhu Bhaskar, for joining us today.
Thank you. Thank you. We have to get rid of our FOMO approach to make things happen in a very constructive manner. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Last share, Taneja, thank you for joining
Yeah,
us today.
we should go with ICO and IEO. I think is the future, and Supreme Court will love that if we understand them in
Okay.
the better way.
Yeah, thank you very much, our audience, for joining us today. We are sorry we couldn't take all your questions. Next week we'll try as much as possible to do that. Thank you very much for joining us today. This show will be coming your way at the same time next week. Bye for now.